it's Jill with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. So we are going to make a cute craft today. We're going to have some fun with faux snow and little Christmas trees from the DollarTree. You're going to need a little frame. You know, I got this one at the DollarTree and I have separated it, although that is really cute. We are going to keep that. And you're going to need some scrapbooking paper of your choice. Now, I have a ornament that I bought at Hobby Lobby, but you can get these at Walmart and probably Michael's as well. It separates, see? So you have two halves. But if I really took the time, I probably could have cut one of the DollarTree ornaments in half, so you could probably do that too. And then you're going to need faux snow from the DollarTree. I already put mine in a canister. These canisters used to come with the Crystal Light. I love Crystal Light peach tea, and they used to give us like 5 little things in a container. Now they're just putting them in a box. So if you have any of these containers still, or you still have, save them because those are handy dandy. All right, so you're going to trace out your paper from your backing here and cut that out. And then we are going to put this on with the purple glue stick, I think, today. And whoopsie, let's see, I'm going to try a little overhead. I'll try a little overhead today and see, to practice, so bear with me. Okay, I don't know, is that working? Maybe I have to turn this on and try it. Sorry, guys. Okay, hi. All right, so we cut that out, and now we are just going to put our glue purple stick. It doesn't really matter which side, so we just want to get this on here. Make sure that you get your edges good though, right? You always want to get those edges really, really good. And then we're just going to put on our paper. Okay, so there you have it. Now, let me see, because I did it crooked. Is it going to show? It is not. I did mine a little crooked. Okay, so we have our paper that can sit right there. Now, we're going to take, I'm going to take my, let's just cut that. All right, this is not going to work, you guys. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm so limited. I am so sorry, you guys. So sorry. Bear with me as I learn and try. Hopefully this video isn't videoing right now. I guess I need a different stand, maybe. Okay, so I'm back to this. Cutting this apart with the dullest scissors in the shed. Let's just throw those away, you guys. How many times do we have to grab those, right? Okay, so now I have this little teeny top from the hanging part of the ornament. I'm just going to snip that off with a little bit of some wire snips and make that just as though it were never there. I'm even going to take, here, let's try. I'm even going to take, see, I cut this little nub off here. Can't even see what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm just going to file that down. I don't want any sharp pieces there. And we'll put this one away. But first of all, it's tangling up the press and seal that we have it on here. So I did take some DollarTree vinyl and print out the words warm winter wishes. And we are going to be putting that on our surface, but we have to make sure that we have room for our little snow globe that we're putting on here. I am going to cut my words in half so that it's easier to work with. Let's see if we can get that on film, maybe. All right, so we're just gonna make sure that our words stay on the press and seal. And you have to get a hold of that press and seal. And now we're just going to take our backing off. Oops. Just like that. So there's warm. And now we're going to put warm on our surface. Just like that. Rub that on with your finger and then peel off the press and seal, and there you go. Now we have warm, and now we're gonna put on the winter wishes on the bottom because they don't all fit. Well, we could have, but I didn't want it that way. I wanted this in the middle. But you guys do you, right? Let's get this off of the backing. Just like so. And we'll put our winter wishes right under our globe. Try to get it centered and straight. Rub it on with your finger. The reason, if you are new here, the reason that we use Glad press and seal with our DollarTree vinyl is because there is not a lot of adhesive on the DollarTree vinyl. So if you use a stickier transfer sheet, you're going to be fighting trying to get it off the transfer sheet because that is actually stickier than the adhesive. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so now we're going to use our little globe and we are going to cut, I guess we could use scissors. We're going to cut a little piece of our pool noodle, and that is going to be what we use to sit in our little snowy bottom here. I think I want to cut that a little smaller on both sides. So get that to fit down there. That's awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little glue, hot glue, on it. Actually, I'm going to get this decorated. Let's not do that. Let's get it a little decorated first. So what we're going to do now, we're going to need our trees. And we're probably only going to need like maybe one of this size. Maybe have to cut that down. And then we have a couple of other trees here. Okay, now we'll cut this tree down just a little bit. Go inside here onto the wire. Let's try to get that on film. We're just going to go inside maybe about 1 inch up. And we're going to just cut that tree just a little shorter. I'm going to cut some of these bristles off just to give it a little trunk. Okay, so that my wire I can use that little wire for my trunk to stick into my foam. All right, a little messy. So now I'm going to take that tree and I'm going to stick that right in with a little glue. Put a little glue dab on, and then stick that little wire right into that. And there we have our first little tree. Now I'm going to stick another tree up here in the back. We're just going to put a whole bunch of trees. This is all little trees. We'll stick one here in the back. We're going to stick another one here in the back. It does melt your pool noodle just a tad, but that's okay. Now, I think we'll put another little one over here. And also, I'm using my really, really hot glue gun, which was done. So now I have like a little tree farm. Can you see my little tree farm? My little tree farm. Okay, God love us. Okay, so there we have our little tree farm. Whoop, gotta push this guy down a little more here. You know what? We're gonna have to trim his wire just a tad. It's going through. All right, let's put a little glue back. Where was he? Right here? Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Put that guy down in there. He was just a little too tall for our, all right, there is our trees. So now we're going to glue this. First, I think what I would like to do is put a little faux snow. Now this faux snow is different than the flakes. So we have a few little balls of snow here, and this stuff is horrible. I mean, it is so staticky that I usually, here's a little trick for you. I usually have a dryer sheet handy for my hands when I use this, because I'm gonna use a different glue here, you guys. You know why? It's gonna take longer to dry, but I don't want this all melted. So let's just use some good Elmer's glue. What was I saying now? But yeah, if you need to put that in a jar, say you want to put that in a jar to make a snow globe or any snow globe that you want to do, the best way to take that is to take a dryer sheet and rub it around the inside of your project. See, I taped this. That was probably a bad idea. You know what this stuff reminds me of is if you've ever had a beanbag. How about this? If you've ever had a beanbag and children, they don't mix. Let me tell you. I had got my children beanbags one year for Christmas, thinking, what a fun mother, right? I'm gonna get them some. Oh my God, you guys, the story. They loved them, and I gave them that talk. Don't you dare jump on these. I don't want anybody jumping on them. These are just sit and read, or, you know. Well, of course, next day after Christmas, I'm in the kitchen doing my single mother duties, doing dishes or something. I think I was doing the dishes. And all of a sudden, I see these little balls, like on the counter. And then I see more. I start seeing them stuck to my clothing. And I just keep seeing all of these little beads. And I knew right away. I need a paper towel. I knew right away they were beanbagged. And before that happened, though, I have to say, I heard thumps, and I kept saying, what are you guys doing in there? Nothing. Not doing anything. You better not be jumping on those bean bags. No, not jumping on the bean bags. Okay. Of course they were jumping on the bean bags, and I saw red, let me tell you. I saw red, and one of my children has autism, and so my daughter, unfortunately, growing up, had more responsibility because she was like, oh, you can't blow those away. She was like his other mom, right? Because I was a single mom, so she was like the eyes and back of my head for me, right? To check on him and make sure he was okay. But she was actually the instigator that day and teaching him how to jump on his beanbag until they exploded. And we had beanbag balls in that house. I vacuumed that house many times, millions before we moved, and we still had beanbag balls in places. I'm telling you, we had beanbags. We had beanbag balls everywhere. So that's what this reminds me of. Little flashback of the beanbag balls. All right, I'm gluing my little Christmas tree farm into my little ball, my half of my little ball. Let's see. This is so funny that I'm trying this. I mean, who do I think I am that I am trying to do two things at once? But I am. So we just glued our little bottom in there. And I'm going to put some more faux snow. I'm going to put a little in a cup. I think it would be easier to put it in a little Dixie cup, maybe. Just a little. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. But because I want to use the flakes as well. So I'm going to put a little of those in right now in the front. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the, do you remember these? These are the flakes. They look like mica almost. Mica flakes. Mica, I don't know if you know what that is. I don't even remember how I know what that is. Okay, so now we're putting all of this in here because we have to glue this to our backing. Okay, so I got a phone call. I'm sorry if this is a little choppy. I got a phone call that I had to take, and it actually bumped my video off. I have my phones reversed now. It's a long story. Okay, so I have to put do not disturb on this one, I guess. Now, we have to do a trick here, right? We have to take our board that we made, and we have to glue it onto our snowy dome. But we have to do it like this, okay? So what I did was I drew around with the other half a little circle, and I'm going to use a little E6000 on here. It's probably overkill, but I'm going to use a little E6000, and I'm going to use hot glue because I do not want this going anywhere. I do not want this dome coming off of this project because I will have flashbacks. I'll have PTSD, which I'm not kidding. I was a single mom, and I had one child that was like 10. Okay? My Nate the Great was like 10 kids wrapped into one. He's autistic, and he was hyperactive. And, yeah. So he was running in 10 directions all at the same time. And so he was, he kept me running, kept me busy. So I have a lot of PTSD from that. Anyway, let's see here what's going on. We don't want to knock over our above camera, my wires here. Okay. still think that, all right, anyway. Now, let's try this. Let's see if we can accomplish the overhead too. I think we're filming, or is that just a picture? I think we're filming. I don't know. We're going to try this out. So now I'm going to put hot glue where I didn't put any. And if you have to go inside the lines, go inside. Don't go outside, because then you'll have a mess on the outside of your project, right? You'd rather have that on the inside. So I'm just putting my hot glue where I did not put the E6000. And now I have to do this fun trick. I have to take this and put it, can you guys see? Probably not. We have to put that on our board. Why isn't that going on? And press down. Ah, you guys. Okay. Press down and hold it. I lost some of my snow. So we're going to press down and hold it. And you know what we might do? Maybe we'll go around the edge with some glue and then put a little more snow on it on the edges to make it look nice and neat, because I'm afraid that some of the stuff's gonna go out the sides here. So we're holding this down for a minute until it takes. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid to let go. I really am. All right, yeah, I'm afraid. So what we're gonna do here is we're doing, oh no, you guys. Some of it is not gluing down. So I'm gonna put you on pause, and that's gone too long, and we're gonna figure this out. Be right back. Don't give up, don't give up. This is the joy of doing projects in front of you, because you can see where they go wrong, right? This is real life. So now I'm holding down my little bubble. It feels like I'm holding down the Trouble bubble. You know the game Trouble? So I'm holding down my bubble, and I glued around it. I didn't want to lose all the snow, so I had to do it without filming. I'm sorry. But I am holding it down, and I went around it with glue. And then I thought, while it's wet, I'll dump some faux snow on it. So right now, I'm just holding it down and waiting for it to hold. Okay, so now I went around and I let it dry. I went around and glued it down, and while the glue is wet, I put the snow on. I kind of am repeating myself, I know. All right, now I love these silicone mats I got from Temu, by the way. I am going to dump my snow, my faux snow, off of my project. And it's messy. I told you in the beginning we're gonna make a mess with faux snow. And you know what? This was a really cool, happy accident, because look how cute. I have to clean it up, but look how cute the snow looks around it. I know, I should be doing an overhead. But anyway, I don't know. Anyway, it's really a cute accident. All right, so let's put this over here and use our little silicone mat. This is from Temu. I think it was $1 or something, you guys. It's amazing. I use it. I have a white one and a clear one on here all the time, and they're amazing. Okay, I would really like to have a bigger one though. All right, let's cover the faux snow. Get our frame back in frame. No pun intended here. All right, now we are going to put our frame together, and let's just take a little soft brush. We'll use this little makeup brush, and we're just gonna get the faux snow off of our words. Warm wishes, warm winter wishes. I know it's early, and I know it is beautiful weather in most places today, but it's coming. So we need to be ready to decorate. Let me just get my tweezers and pick some of these cobwebbies off. And in my faux snow, I forgot to tell you, and I actually forgot myself, that's why I forgot to tell you, there is some this Epsom salts. So that kind of made, because I had leftovers and I just mixed them, that kind of made this also look wintry. Let's give you another peek. I love that. All right, let's put it in our frame. We are gonna glue this into our frame because I believe the other piece was stapled. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to put some glue in the corners, in the middle. There's actually nails in this piece, so I'm not going to get that lined up to where those nails were before. So we are just going to put this in our frame and glue it down. Look at that, it's so cute. Look at the bubble. And I have a little beaded hanger. Let's glue this down. Can't push it down because there's a bubble. So I'm just making sure that I run my pressure all over it. Can also go around it. We could go around it and make sure it's really not going to go anywhere in a few places, just for some extra insurance. All right, so there we have that. Now I have a beaded hanger that I took off of another project, and I love how this has the white and the natural wood. I love the technique on this frame. Already done for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, DollarTree. All right, now let's do this. We need to glue our hanger on. So we have, let's see, 8 beads on this hanger. Not that it really matters, but I took this off of another project and I decided I was going to use it again on this project because the natural beads match the white in the natural part of the frame so much. I thought it made a really nice little addition. Whoops. Gluing it a little bit further in than I normally do, and that is because this is a smaller hanger, so I thought I'd move in and not go so tight, not corner to corner, in other words. And there, once this is dry, is our adorable Saturday project, you guys. Making sure that's good and glued. So we have warm winter wishes with a little snow globe, and we can really shake this up. That's the beads. We can shake that up, move that snow all over the place, and we have a nice little winter tree farm in that little snow globe. Is that adorable or what? You guys can use any kind of paper. I picked this one because it kind of looks like snow. And but you could use any colors. You could even put a little snow scene from the cobblestone village in there. That would be adorable as well. All right, this is a great time for you guys to give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, because we are getting up there. We're trying to get up to 650 subscribers, and when we do, we're going to give a Dollar Tree giveaway basket of all kinds of goodies. So that's going to be so exciting. I can't wait. I'm just picking off the cobwebbies here. So the faux snow was around the edges, was a really good added mistake. I really, really love that. This is warm and wintry. How can you have warm and wintry in the same sentence? This is how. How cute is that? All right, everybody, until I see you again, I hope that you be good and do good. Thanks for bearing with me with the overhead. We're still learning, and thanks for your patience. Love you all. See you soon. Bye now.